I like to always say that I came to the University of Florida as a young Cuban kid from Hialeah, just wanting to prove to himself that he belonged. 4 years later, I left the University of Florida, an American architect. That's the change it had in my life. It reshaped everything that I thought about myself. It reshaped everything that I thought about my profession, and it gave me the tools that I needed to succeed and become the architect I always dreamed that I would be. I could have never done it without the mentors, the teachers that took a liking to me and saw my potential and taught me, challenged me to become a better version of myself, and along the way inspired in me a lifelong need to learn, a lifelong need to prove my design skills and better the world that we all live in.
There's a young kid in Miami who's looking at architecture programs across the country. Why is the University of Florida the best place for that kid?
That's a really easy question. The professors, the mentorship, the idea that the best architecture the world has ever seen is yet to come. Every one of us who wants to be an architect wants to do something better than the generation before. We want to improve the quality of the buildings in which we live, not just for the people who use it, but for those who drive by it, walk by it, bike by it every day. To be in a university where the professors all have that same ideal of what architecture is and what it can be, and be able to learn from them is unique. And the only place that I know of that happens in this country is in the University of Florida. So I urge you to walk on the same footsteps that I once took years ago and become a success.
Would you like to promote your book? You don't have to. I'm giving you the opportunity.
Well,
cut it up as a commercial later.
Yeah.
Post it from the DCP account.
Sure. I have embarked on a whole new love, is designing with words. And towards that, I have written my first book. It's called Voyage Back into the Vault, which is a story of me returning to my place of birth, Cuba, 56 years after I left it. It's the first time that I had been back, and it's a story of going back and walking on the steps of your childhood, hoping that by doing that you will remember your childhood, the first years that are so much a part of what you should be. Along the way, I learned not just who I became, but also who I was, and it changed my life forever.